Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, DisBearity, and because of you guys enjoying my recent unit and Wielders breakdown, I decided to say, hey, you know what? Let me go back and do the other facts. So before we begin and get this started, definitely consider liking and subscribing for more videos just like this, y'all. Now, with that said, once we do hop on into the video here, to give you guys a small disclaimer, because you guys are going to be seeing it on the screen, I'm just going to be giving out their stats. So if you guys are visual people, definitely consider looking at the video while I read out their stats or whatnot, and to make it a little bit easier on myself here. I would also like to mention that when it comes to the Vanir, right, they're basically based off Viking slash Nords, so whatnot. So if you like the whole Viking slash Nord theme, this is a faction that is definitely for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. So first things first, when it comes to the Vanir, by the way, the Vanir are kind of split in two in a sense. You have normal Vanir, and then you have Wielder. Wielder are basically like evil counter halves of the Vanir, where they try to convince the Vanir, hey, you want to, join the cult, you want to get stronger, you want to get better, so on and so forth, become part of us, basically. And then as the Vanir, you're like, no, I like my dignity, I love my humanness, human yada yada, kind of stuff. So that's the cool thing about the Wielder, so they get stronger, but they're also in a sense evil. So we're starting here with Yorn Oathbreaker, who's a Wielder shifter. The power unleashed shall keep us safe. So as you guys see, he's a bear like me, DisBearity. He's a bear, big guy here. So when it comes to stats, right, he has 10, 5, 12, 10, and also 3. Now starting units or troops: 2 skin shifters, 1 Siramon, and 1 Lichtvan. And his skills is prepared, and his specialization is SDR, which is spell damage resistance of 40%. So not bad, so if you're going against a magic spellcaster, he's the guy that you want to sit up against and do the work. Now the next one here, now his name is Girahet. I think Girahet, I think that's his name. Oh, shit, I don't know. I'm butchering words here, y'all. So what stone? That's my stone. I like stones. So to me, he's like some type of, I don't know, goblin or whatnot. That's what he looks like to me. Is what it feels like. It's a ghostly goblin within game. So he's quite interesting. He gets 0 offense, 5, 14, 11, and 3. Starting troops is 10 Licht and 5 Lichtvan. His skills is channeling, and his specialization is 10% gold looted after battle. So he's the guy that you use in order to raid around. So now we have another Wielder shifter. His name is Gorm Algrim. And keep this in mind, Gorm also has a brother. We'll talk more about him later. The roost shall pay for my brother. I'll make his pirate out of the entire wildwoods. So 15, 0, 12, 10, and 3. He starts with 3 skin shifters. It uses destruction magic and +1 to chaos. Interesting stuff there. Haymond? I guess it's Haymond. There we go. Measure for measure. All actions have consequences. Little needle claw. So 5, 5, 13, 11, and 3. Haymond here. Starting troops is 2 crones, 1 Baka horses. Her skills is Arcana magic and +40% to spell damage power, y'all. Awesome. Next up, we have Ildra Vatana Dothir. See, I'm telling you, I'm like butcher words. So again, I apologize. I am Ildra, Orphan Maker, Swine Shepherd, Raider of Byra, and the one that can make you laugh. She sounds like a fun person to hang out with, honestly. So this person here is a human Vanir. You get 10 offense, 5, 12, 10, 3. Starting troops is Berserker, 2 Huskarl, Chaos Magic, +3 damage to Ildra Vatna Dotia. I am Ildra Vatna Dotia, Orphan Maker, Swine Shepherd, Raider of Byra, and the one that can make you laugh. Okay, I'm gonna quit talking like that because I just wanted to add in a little bit of spice. So she has 10, 5, 12, 10, and 3. Her starting troops is 4 Berserker, 2 Huskarl. Her skill is Chaos Magic, and she specializes in +3 damage to her Berserkers and also skin shifters. Now, we're going to Yorn. Yorn Steadfast. I have Yorn Steadfast, Log Cleaver, Troll Slayer, Savior of Saltdale, and winner of Forthendale's cheese rolling contest. That's actually kind of funny. So he has 5, 10, 12, 10, 3. Starting troops, 2 chieftains, 2 swine. Combat training, specialization, +5 HP to human troops. Next up, we have another human Vanir. His name is Cole Blacknest. I am Cole Blacknest, gold miner, feud winner, burner of contracts, and a proud brewer of mead. He gets +5 to offense, 10, 12, 10, and 3. Starting troops is 10 Huskarl, 1 Lichtvon. Skills is taxes. The specialization +1 to troop movement. So you got to remember, you got to get those taxes, man. You got to get paid. And he got to move pretty quickly for that. And now we have another Wielder Shifter, Odai Night Dweller. I regret nothing. I miss no one. All I speak are lies and deceit. I wake at night alone with my powers. He gets 10, 5, 12, 10, and 3. Starting troops is 5 Corfin, 1 Crone. Skills is scouting. Adds backstabber to Corfin. Then the final one here. Storg, another Wielder. I lost my stone, the Sooth one. I like that stone. 10, 5, 12, 10, 3. Starting troops is 1 Trolls, 1 Worm. Skills is archery. +15 range offense to ranged troops. Now, that is it for all the Vanir Wielders. So now it's time for us to head on over to the units. Now, here comes the fun part. The units of the Vanir. So just like I did with the Wielders, I'm going to call it their numbers and stuff, but as you guys know, they will be on screen for you guys to look at. So the Lick. It is not uncommon for a Lick to claim a Vanir form as theirs. The common practice is to pretend that the Lick owns it, and thus getting the assistance of little magical trickster, Wolfric the Bard. So when it comes to the Lick, 50, 1 to 3, 8, 8, 4, 4, 29. The unit costs 100 gold, and it gives you the ability that's called Dance to the Vanir. It gives you +5 to melee and range offense to friendly troops. And then the upgraded form, which is called Lichtvon. I swear they have invented a new musical style, disharmony. I'll never be able to unhear it. Elizabeth Fiddle, Troubadour at Milk's Teeth. So max troop size is 50, 3 to 5, 11, 13, 8, 4, 34. Cost is 200. And again, same thing. What Dwarves is mine is a different song. They get +10 to melee and also range offense. So my favorite unit of the Vanir, the Huskarl. Let your spear fly with purpose, for our deeds will be sung, and our name shall endure forever. So Blod, the Watcher of Stowy Creek. 25, 2 to 3, 15, 10, 25, 18, 3, 14, 4, 2. So this unit here it's pretty cool because of the fact that it does get a ranged attack. We'll talk about that just in a sec. It gets shielded as an ability, so +50% range resistance. I'm sorry, it's more so passive. It also gives guard. Give friendly units within 1 hexagon +10 defense, and then throw spear. This troop can throw its spear for 1 range attack, then draws a weapon suited for melee combat. So that's really cool. That's what I like about the unit. Those kind of hybrid units. And then we have the Corfin. If it's pride that brings you to Nanor, you may find your steps have turned to leaves and feathers replace your furs. Zig of the Wise. So 25, 4 to 7, 20, 25, 15, 5, 26. The cost of 300 gold and the ability Leap. Of course, as you guys know, Leap is an instantly to leap to the target hex within range, consuming movement equal to the distance leap. Our next unit, which is called the Swine, so the Swine here, good eating them swine. Fancy we could smuggle 1 home to breed with our tame hogs. John Fletcherson, Poacher. 20, 46, 30, 12, 11, 4, 35, and it costs 300 gold. Now, as you guys know, this is the first tier and does not come with an ability. Now, as we go down here, it's upgraded model or version. The Siri Manon, something like that. I'm taking a wild guess here, okay? Leave me low. Then rose from the death the next morning, not as arisen, but whole and strong. This warrants further study. From Ludus the Devout to Welsh. 20, 6 to 8, 40, 16, 15, 4, 37. The cost of 450 gold, and they gain the ability called Bull Rush, which rush forward until a blocker is reached. Then it also gains Eternal. Defeated units of this troop return to the recruiting pool. Now that's interesting there. So then we have the Berserker. I like how Berserker is spelled like this. It's pretty cool. Yes, their fury, not furry, fury is dangerous. but their wild weights are no match for the strength and discipline of a Byron Pikeneer, Captain Abraham, before perishing at the Battle of Snowy Creek. 15, 7-9, 30, 19, 8, 3, 28, 400 gold cost, and receives, and it gets the Berserker ability, receives when damaged, +1 troop movement, +2 to damage, and also -1/5 to defense. Then its upgraded model, the Skin Shifters. Within us all lives the fury of the beast. We merely unleashed it. 15, the troop size, 10 to 14, 60, 23, 25, 3, 33, cost of 700 gold, and it gets the ability that's called Challenge. Target enemy within 3 hexes, it will immediately attempt to reach this troop for an attack. And then it also gains Berserker, which is a passive, of course. Receives 1 damage, +1 troop movement, and +2 to damage, and -25 to defense. Up next, we have Trolls. I think the sky looks sad today. It's crying. Adja, the Troll of Lark River Bridge. Max troop size of 10, 6-9, 50 health, 24 offense, 20 range offense, 28 defense, 4 movement, 17 initiative, 6 range, 4 deadly, a cost of 800 gold. Very interesting. And then we have Gorm. Some trolls try to stay away from their mournful ways and instead turn their sadness into cruelty. These are known as Gorms. So the unit here has max troop size of 10, 9 to 13, 80, 28, 28, 32, 4, 18, 6, deadly range of 4, and also a cost of 1300 gold. They get the abilities called Switch, which they can switch fighting styles between ranged weapon and also melee. So that's pretty cool and pretty unique. And it's only available once per turn. So the next unit here is called Baka Horses / Hunger. Baka Horses is rumored to eat only children, but they feast on any who stray too close to their pawns. 10, 15 to 20, 60, 21, 15, 5, 19, cost of 900 gold, receives it receives the Charger ability or passive for each step, +10 to melee offense, and then it has a magic resistance of a whopping 50% spell damage resistance. That is insane. And then its upgraded version, which is called Hunger, the model of the bleak east feeds on any and all who nears it. 10 to max troop size, 20 to 25, 90, 31, 18, 5, 23, a cost of 1300 gold with the ability that's called Feed, drain all lives from all adjacent enemies, healing itself in the process. Then it gets the passive ability that's called Charger, receives for each step +10 melee offense, and then another 50% spell damage resistance. So that's really unique and really interesting. I do like that spell resistance. So if you go for that spell resistance Wielder, that's who you go for. That's one of your units there. Up next, we have the Crone. A Crone's Cottage is a familiar sight in Vanir. They offer aid in all matters for a steep price. Yet, if you seek vengeance, they often help out the kindness of their heart. Max troop size of 10, 10 to 14, 25, 30, 15, 3, 22, and it has a cost of 600. And then they get a form which is called Raven form. Transforms into a flock of ravens that flies to any enemy and attacks them in melee and then retreats. Their upgraded variant, which is called Nanor. Think carefully before asking the Nanor for help. You'll get what you want, but it might not be what you need. So max troop size of 10, 15 to 20, 40, 35, 23, 24, with a cost of 600 gold and 1 Glimmer Weave. Improved Raven form. So as basically what it is, it's Raven form, except you do not get hit by retaliation attacks. So that's even better. And then last up, we have Chieftains. We Vanir are forged by land, our axes as sharp as the mountain peak, and our strength as enduring as the north wind. Yorn Steadfast. So they get max troop size of 5, 12 to 16, 60, 25, 22, 3, 30, with a cost of 700 gold. They get the ability that's called Strengthen, get friendly units within 1 hexagon, 20 melee offense, 20 rage offense, and +1 to damage. And then they have the passive Inspiring, get friendly units within 1 hexagon, +5 melee offense, +5 to range offense, and +5 to initiative. And then they also gain sweeping attacks which they attack in a sweeping arc, dealing damage to targets next to the initial one. Then their upgraded model or form, their ultimate form, Jormia. Within every chieftain lives a desire to be great, larger than all. Jormia are just that. So they gain max troop size of 5, 30 to 50, 130, 65, 45, 5, 32. They cost 1,800 gold plus 2 ancient amber, and they get the abilities called Slam. Attack targeted hex and deal splash damage to all surrounding hexes. And it says right here, give enemy units within 1 hexagon minus 10 defense and 10 initiative. And then of course, the last but not least, we have the Ballistae. Sexy. There you go. And it, it gets the passive help. Can't retaliate. So with that said, here the last thing we're gonna quickly showcase here are the buildings, which every building technically functions the same. But just because I want to show you guys the art, here we go. We have the blacksmith, the cottage, the guard tower, lodge, loggers camp, longhouse, victory, meat hall, of course rally point. You have a stone bridge, stone cutter, sweat lodge, tannery, and then trader. There you go, y'all. So with that said here, if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, consider liking the video, guys. That will be tremendous help. And also, if you guys want to, consider subscribing. And one last thing, if y'all want to go the extra mile on my channel here, consider becoming a YouTube member or Patreon subscriber for as low as $5 a month. So y'all want to do that and get early access to various things that I put out on this channel, consider doing so. But ultimately, thank y'all for watching. Hope you got something out of this video. If y'all did, again, thank y'all. Peace out, much love, and have a good one, y'all. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also hit the bell notification down below. Thanks for watching.